Nochne warriors, and welcome to an episode in the realm of the mystery called Coliseum.
My contacts tell me that the Empire has rejected my request for military assistance. That is regrettable, but not unexpected. The Tal Shiar are formidable opponents, as are the forces directing their action. I understand if the High Council is reluctant to engage in a battle that is not theirs. So today I appeal to you. Not as a comrade in warfare, but as an honorable warrior. My people need your help. I need your help. One of our ships was carrying a load of Thalaron weapons through the Nopata system. That ship has disappeared. There are no indications there was a battle. It's as if my ship and its cargo simply vanished. I know you have your reservations about the lengths to which I will go to secure the freedom of my people. Tell me, if you do not trust me with Thalaron weapons, do you want Hakiv to have them? I can provide you the last coordinates of the vessel. Please help me. Do what you will with the weapons, if they survive. But find my people.
Will do.
The Riemann resistance is...
And here we are at Nopata. Commander, not reading any active vessels on scanners. There are, however, a debris field nearby. It is clustered around a satellite in orbit of the planet, and the composition of the debris corresponds with ships that have gone missing in this region. I'll keep scanning, sir, but we need to take a closer look before I can determine if the Thalaron weapons on one of these hogs. Commander, not detecting the vessel that OPSEC sent us to find. All the ships in the debris field show signs of being affected by the same thing, a high-frequency energy beam that overloads all their systems. If the Riemann ship was hit by that beam, it might have crashed into the planet's surface or gone adrift somewhere else in the system. I am detecting energy readings from the satellite, sir. If the Riemann crew detected them as well, they could have tried to use it to record a distress signal. Need to be closer before I can attempt an uplink with the satellite's communications array.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Commander, we're stuck. This beam is holding us like a fly in a spider's web. We managed to keep life support and environmental systems active when almost everything else is offline. Shields, weapons, engines, nothing's worked. I'm not detecting any life signs on the satellite, sir. There is a compartment with life support. These operating systems, the systems operating the beams must be automated. Chief says we have enough power and the backups for one transport. Recommend we send a team over to that satellite and find a way to turn the beam off. Captain, the consoles here appear to control the beam that is draining power from the Ms. Unique styles. But there is a security lock preventing access. We need to find a usable console. And I know exactly where that console is. This console doesn't appear to be locked like the others. Whoever did this might not have thought that the console used for inventory control was important. I think I can access a back door into the rest of the satellite's programs from here. I see the problem. The Romulan console is causing a lockout by forcing satellite's primary processors to run through a series of equations and removing key bits of information from the answers, which causes the processor to lock up. We can solve these equations and input the correct information vertically on the consoles. The security lock on the satellite's controls should be released. I have downloaded the corrupted equations into this console for you to work on. And all we do is just cycle through them. Captain, we solved the equations that were causing issues in the consoles. We now need to plug these correct values into the console controlling the security lock, and then we should be able to access the satellite's major operations. Captain, this console controls the satellite's targeting functions. If they're not, I'm not sure if there's a way to disable whatever is disabling our systems on our ship. But if we can get the satellite to target something else, we have a chance of prying our ship free. Commander, the satellite has ensnared a piece of debris near our ship. The stronghold on us is weaker, but we are not out of the woods yet. Critical systems are stable, but we don't have weapons or long-range communications. This console looks like it controls the satellite's power supply. Since we are unable to free our ship by targeting something else, perhaps we can decrease the power to the satellite's weapon, and maybe the Ms. Styles might be able to break free. Commander, we found that the Ms. Styles doesn't attempt to move or fire at the satellite. We'll engage a low-power version of the beam affecting us. It's almost like an energy saving mode. We can use that to our advantage. At least we want to worry about life support. We will hold the ship stable and keep working on boosting power to critical systems while you try to disrupt the satellite's functions and free us. This console controls the satellite's general operations, Captain. We've managed to minimize the power output of the satellite. I think if we keep at it, we can switch the satellite's controls over to a sleep mode that will shut everything down but life support and power. Captain, systems coming back all over the ship. We have weapons, shields, even the replicators are working again. Transporter standing by. We can beam you back as soon as you're ready. Where am I? Now what?
If you fail to comply with commands,
Now we fight, or we die.
I've never seen those.
Make
weapons
sure you
used
pick
before
up a
by
melee
anyone in the
weapon.
arena.
All of your gear
I
is
think the
deactivated,
mercenaries
and I
who
won't
act as the
protect you in
occasional
there.
guard thought that those weapons might actually be worth something, unlike the beat-up ones they let us use. My best guess is that they're looking to sell them at some point when their contract here is up for some extra money.
Remember to equip your new weapon.
commencing test 1. No pod in desert Akari entering testing area.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Commencing test 2. Releasing warrigals now.
Enemy targets on sensors. Enemy targets on sensors. Enemy targets on sensors. Enemy targets on sensors.
Proceeding to test 3.
Enemy targets on sensors. Enemy targets on sensors.
Prisoner 1478, remain in the area for interrogation. Prisoner, return to holding area. Failure to comply will result in punishment.
What do you want?
Slamek, how did you get here after escape from Installation 18?
I remember you as well. It seems your prison break, however well-intentioned, just ended up the same way. It's enough to make me think that I keep picking the wrong side. After escaping the installation, I joined up with a freighter. We were passing near the system when we were snared by a satellite and drifted into the planet's atmosphere. The ship crashed, And even though I activated an emergency transporter to beam several of us to the planet's surface, we were captured almost immediately by a group of soldiers. Since then, I've been stuck in this cage, watching my former crewmates fight and die in this arena. Now I'm the only one left alive. That is all I know.
Soldiers? What kind of soldiers?
I don't know who is responsible for this place. The trainers and the guards all appear to be mercenaries, without any clue about what's going on. They're paid to keep us in cages and look the other way. The night I was brought in, I was interrogated. There were bright lights in my eyes and a synthetic voice asking me questions. Whoever it was took care to conceal his identity.
Any idea what they want from us?
I have no idea what they want with us, or why they make us fight. This all seems like some sort of giant game, but there is no one in the stands to be entertained.
Are there other prisoners being forced to fight?
I think there are others. I hear other fights. If there are other prisoners, I have never been able to contact them. We are kept separated and caged, unless we are fighting.
Is there any way out of here?
The trainers carry key cards. That's the only way I know to get through the defenses.
Do you think we can get one of those cards?
Can I trust you?
Yes.
I can see that we think the same way, friend. A few years ago, I worked as a bodyguard for a Ferengi merchant. He had a talent for acquiring latinum. And during my time with him, I learned a few things. I was able to lift a key card from one of the trainers during my interrogation. If you help me, I think we can overpower the guards and escape through the main door in the arena.
Let's get out of here.
If you fail to comply with commands, you will be punished. Test Scenario 4 activated. A Hala released.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Use the consoles on the sides of the arena to fight the Elder Worm!
Enemy targets on sensors.
Just like last time. Use the remaining console on the side of the arena to fight the Elder Worm! There's another set of consoles by the metal wall! Use them while the worm is distracted! try to free the other prisoners. You fight the worms! The worm destroyed the metal wall! Run! That's our way out! I've been hit! I can't continue, my friend. You'll need to protect me. Romulan base? Here? What did they want with us? And what is that device? Watch out. There are Romulan Scorpion fighters overhead. They're looking for us. We need to move quickly and smartly to avoid detection. I recommend we head to the east. See that mountain in the distance? My ship crashed on the other side. It may have something we can use to signal your vessel. The search for us will only get more intense the longer we stay here. We need to get away from the arena as quickly as possible. There's a fighter heading straight for us. Quick,
Oh,
take
better
cover
duck
in
and
those
dive.
dark rocks over there, and wait for it to pass overhead. Stay still and wait for that fighter to pass overhead. If we're fortunate, they won't detect us. They didn't see us. Let's move on. I can't go on. My injuries from the arena are too painful. We need to find a place to rest for a moment. Forgive me, my friend, but the pain... I need to rest, just for a moment. My wounds are agonizing. I fear the worm's venom may have infected me. The pain is excruciating. My vision is blurred, and my blood burns in my veins. Before we were captured, my science officer said that the local plants here have medicinal qualities. Please, I need your help. Find something to ease my suffering. I need something to disinfect my wound, something to treat my fever, and anything that will ease my pain. Thank you, my friend. I know that I would have died today if it weren't for you.
I'll see what I can find. How about I just shoot you and put you out of your misery? Alright, let's go treat Slamek, the crybaby.
Thank you, my friend. I'm feeling better now. I think I can continue. Now that we're in the canyon, we shouldn't have to worry about the fighters anymore. Just the local wildlife. Keep your eyes open. The weather isn't going to hold out for too much longer. We should look for a place to spend the night. I've noticed that there are things we can gather along the way to make our night more pleasant.
Well, come on, Slamek, where are you?
The search patrols are moving on. We will not survive a night in this desert. We need to find shelter and safety. If we can scavenge provisions to create a camp, we'll have a better chance of reaching the wreckage of my ship alive.
What do we need?
I don't know about you, but it has been many hours since I last ate. Our captors gave us just enough food to keep us alive. But I can hear a pack of wild wargulls. I have killed hundreds of wargulls in the tests. I wonder what they taste like. I expect the wargulls will probably lair somewhere near water. Perhaps up on a ridge where they can leap down on prey. Let's both keep a lookout somewhere that we may find them.
All right.
This looks like prime Warrigal territory. A pack could easily hide in those craggy hills to the north and come down for water when they aren't hunting. That should last us through the night. Let's get into this cave before the temperature drops anymore.
The temperature is dropping rapidly now. This cave should protect us from the elements. I've done some exploring. It looks like this cave continues when the sun rises side of the mountain. We could save time and energy by using the passage, instead of trying to find a path over the mountain. Excellent. The passage saved us hours. This could be a good day. Let's find my ship.
Okay.
My ship isn't far from here. I think I can make out smoke from the wreckage on the horizon. There she is. She wasn't much to look at, but she was ours. And when we were flying through space, we were free. Perhaps she can help us one last time.
That was a ship?
We should check to see if the emergency beacon survived the crash. But in the likely event it didn't, we might be able to piece together some components to create a makeshift emergency beacon.
I do not know why Slamek had this on his ship. The materials are not of Romulan or Riemann design. But there are traces of protomatter and decalithium, and those are materials used to create the Hobus supernova. Be careful. You do not know who you can trust anymore.
There's no way this vessel will ever fly again. Damage done to the fall to the planet's atmosphere is severe. If the emergency distress beacon wasn't vaporized, then the crash is probably buried under 30 meters of rock and sand, like the singularity drive and the cargo bays. You do, however, find a backup generator with a minuscule amount of energy left. If you have the right components, you think you can construct a makeshift subspace beacon to contact your ship. It won't be able to do anything more than transmit a few pulses to let your crew know where you are, but it should do the trick.
I do not know why Slamek...
Did you think you could run? From me? There is no place where I cannot find you. My spies are everywhere. Prisoner 1478, take your place. You did your job admirably. It is good to know at least one Riemann understands who is the master and who is the slave. The loss of the listening post was a minor setback. The Riemann's refuge in the Dera system has been destroyed. Dozens of subjects have been tested in my arena. When the Iconians return, they will find I have done all they have asked, and more. But you will not be there on that dreaded day. This tiresome game ends now. You could have been such a fascinating test subject, but this time, no. This time I think a more direct approach is best. Ready? Aim.
Not, I think, today.
I apologize for Slamic's action. I had no idea there was a traitor in our midst. If his actions caused harm to you or your crew, forgive me. That was not my intent. However, your trip to the Nopata system was not in vain. Now you see. Now you know. Hakiv is a pawn of a greater power. The demons of air and darkness are here. You should report to your superiors. Tell them what you have seen here. Open their eyes to the dangers that lurk in the shadows.
Congratulations, Commander.
Thank you, warriors, for watching, and we'll see you again soon.